The world's first media ban ban on social media for children and teenagers is now in effect. The groundbreaking law in Australia designed to protect kids under the age of 16 from the dangers of social media, but feelings around the ban are quite mixed.
I think it cuts kids off from the community more than forcing them back out in real life. I think it just cuts them off from support as well that they could be accessing.
We'd always regulated media in the public interest, and I think what the government's trying to do is to return some of the public interest. That's a good thing because, as I say, there have been harms.
Millions of Australian youth woke up today without access to their accounts. The ban extends to 10 platforms that include Facebook, Instagram and TikTok to help shelter children from addictive algorithms, digital online bullies and digital predators. Some teens say a full ban goes too far and will isolate them from their friends.
Hundreds of thousands of teens woke up this morning, checked their phones, and basically it was almost a lottery whether or not they were going to be cancelled or cut out from their favourite social media apps. Those that were, they basically received notifications saying that they no longer had accounts. They described a sense of grief, a sense of bewilderment, and a sense of, I guess, a shock that it happened as quickly as it did. This is what one 15-year-old had to say.
A lot of us expected that it was going to be delayed, so we didn't realise it would be this sudden. So we're all a bit in shock still, but since some of us still have our accounts, we're just unsure what's going to happen and how they're going to ensure that we're not going to be able to access social media. But I think eventually without it, we'll learn how to adapt to it.
And we have also seen some of those people who have their accounts actually even almost trolling the Prime Minister, commenting on his posts on social media saying we're still here. Those who have managed to get around it, sometimes it's because their accounts may have been at a higher age. They may be using VPNs. There is also conversation about how accurate the age verification systems are of the platforms, as well as potentially some makeup tricks that people are using in order to try and get past the photo identification. Now, the social media platforms themselves, most haven't responded. Snapchat, for its part, in terms of the fact that many are still being able to access Snapchat, they have said that they want this to be a matter of basically the OS devices, or the fact that in the App Store, that's where the barrier should be, and says that if any parents contact the platform, they can then suspend their children's accounts.
So it's all interesting, as you say, how it's all kind of playing out, and really the talk Australia being the first country in the world to implement this ban, this sort of very direct ban on social media. Talk to us a bit more about why these reforms were made. We know that there was a lot of issues in terms of around online safety, but give us some more details, Katie.
So there was certainly this pressure from parents, as well as the fact that many psychologists talk about the online harms and the harms from repeatedly engaging in social media. There's something that the world over many people are talking about. That is why we saw these reforms. They were flagged a year ago. We also heard from the Prime Minister saying that he wants people in the upcoming school holidays, for example, to get out, to read a book, to learn an instrument instead, and to basically reclaim their childhoods. This is a little of what he had to say earlier today.
Technology can have an amazing impact on making our life easier. But it is important, as technology develops, that humans keep control, that we assert our authority as a society, and to back families, and to say that enough is enough. We will take back control.
So as we say, Australia, the first country in the world to enact this, but it's certainly been closely watched around the world. We've already heard the likes of Malaysia and Spain likely enacting similar bans. It's been closely watched as well by the likes of Denmark and New Zealand, many countries looking to see how this will all play out and whether or not it may be applicable in other jurisdictions.
All right, Katie Silver for us in Sydney, Australia.